Hello guys and creatives, you're welcome back to my YouTube design space. This is Create Using Pixel on YouTube. They call me Son of Man. So on today's video, we're going to learn how to create this vector with a simple logo you can actually vectorize using PixelLab. So this is not a problem. Some few lessons that you're going to learn from this tutorial. One is that you're going to learn what makes a logo a good logo. Again, you are going to learn how to use gradient combination like I did on this. The last one is that you're going to learn how to resolve emboss issue. If you observe this logo, you're going to discover that there is an emboss effect on this logo, but it's not distorting, right? So I'm going to show you how this was created using PixelLab. In case this is your first time viewing our channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification to stay updated anytime we drop a new video. This might be a good way to help us and promote this video. Thank you guys, and let's proceed now. According to PixelLab, it say that a good logo is a logo that is simple and is memorable. To be memorable means that you can easily recall and remember it. We are going to go straight into the vector and see how we can create such simple vector like this using PixelLab. So in most cases, people tend to create a logo that is complicated, but what makes them think that that logo is functional is because of the way that the logo is shining. What makes a logo functional is its ability to identify a brand and then again to be memorable. Now let's proceed into the vectorization aspect of this logo. So I'm going to rush this procedure because it's not something that I intend to teach in this tutorial. So I'm going to click on my brazier, click on my transformation and close my loop like always do, reduce my stroke to around 2, right? So now I'm going to proceed into the vectorization aspect, but first of all I need to bring out my grades. So I have worked on my grades. In case you're still finding it difficult to understand how grade line work, please do check out the description of this video. I have dropped a tutorial link that will guide you on how to get started with grades selections. So now I'm going to go into this vectorization aspect of this logo. So I'm going to start now. So just follow me and see how I do the vectorization. So after working on this part of the vector, I'm going to go back here and reduce my stroke. I'm going to go to my gradient, and then here I'm going to pick a gradient that I want to use for this. So I think I'm going to tap on the plus icon. For this, I'm going to drag this to this point and drag this onto this place. So now here, let me check and see how it looks like. Okay, it's okay. So after this now, I'm going to go here to the top, like we always do all the time on our videos. So I'm going to click on the copy icon here, click on positioning and drag it to this place, and then click on my rotate to rotate it, right? So after this, I'm going to check OK. So see on my positioning. So now I'm going to click on my transformation, and then I'm going to start transforming my brazier points, right? So now just follow me and see how I do that. But I'm going to reduce the opacity so that I will see the vector, the sketch that I made behind the vector I'm trying to create. So now let's work this out and see. So guys, after this now I'm going to go back and increase my opacity again. I'm going to click on this, and then here I'm going to switch it, so just like this. So let's see the effect that we're going to get. So I'm going to drag this up a little and reduce back this. So now I think I've gotten the gradient I need. So now after this now I'm going to check OK. So this is the first part of the vector that we're going to create for this. So after this now I'm going to go and click on copy. But before I click on my copy, I go to make sure that my breakzer points are well crossed. If you watch my last video tutorial, I told you that if you select any shape on PixelLab, so it's going to give you a 2 points for each of them. So you are going to see that there is a point here and there is a point here. So that point is going to help me get a center alignment of my shapes. So if you watch very well, you're going to discover that I have created a line for this point, across this point, and across this point. So I'm going to get a crossing point at this dot. At this dot there, at that center here, I'm going to have center alignment for that part, for this particular vector that I've created. So when I'm making a copy of this, so I'm going to take it back into that place and get it magnetized. So I'm going to uncheck my grade options and then make a copy of this vector. So when I make a copy of that, I'm going to drag it until it comes to that point and then get it magnetized. And that's simple, right? So that's another steps to take. So after that, I'm going to go and click on my edit. But before I click on my edit, I will make sure that the first vector that I've created is locked. So the one I'm leaving now is the one at the top, which is the copy of that vector which I've created. I'm going to go to my edit. Now what I need to do here is to work only on my colors. So now I'm going to tap on color, which is for this. So I'm going to click on this to restructure my gradient. So I'm going to go and then do it like so. Let's just play around and see what we're going to get at the end of this. So I'm going to adjust this like this, and then here I think this is okay. So for this now, I'm going to go here and click on this. I'm going to click on this icon to move my breakzer interest to the next vector. So I'm going to tap on that. So you see that my breakzer points move to the next. So I'm going to click on the plus icon again, or select this same gradient again, but this time I'm going to click on the plus icon, and then I'm going to rotate or change this effect. So now let's see what we're going to get. Guys, after this I'm going to go and tap OK. So, and I think this is quite easy to get on PixelLab, so I don't think this is complex. So after this, I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go here and then group the two elements together as one object. So that was simple, right? So now I have my vector. So now let me remove the sketch that I made. So after this, guys, I'm going to go to my Emboss. So and then select it. So you discover that whenever I select my Emboss, it's going to distort, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on it. So it's going to be distorted. So what I need to do here, I've created a video tutorial that I explain how to resolve Emboss issue on PixelLab. So I'm going to still drop it, the link of the tutorial in the description of this video, but I'm going to use a new method and try out and see how this is going to work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try as much as possible to expand it. So if you get a distort logo when you open your Emboss, what you need to do is that you need to adjust it, increase it or decrease it until you get a perfect structure. So after this, now you can start working on Emboss. That's very simple, right? So I'm going to reduce it. Going to check OK. So you can still play around with your shadow and then you're going to get a better result, I think. So guys, and these are the lessons for this tutorial, and I hope in one way or the other you have learned something from today's tutorial. See you on my next video, and then don't forget to keep your logo simple, okay, and keep it simple and memorable. That's the best way to create a logo that will represent your brand. Thank you guys, and see you on my next video. Goodbye from here. Namaste.